Instead of a lifeless clamor of monstrous mechanicism, the roar of engines and the discordant voices of your followers, I hear the attend of silence. It arises in a moment of spiritual serenity, and in that stillness we become witnesses to the transformation of our own inner world. Monkey lives past so swiftly. You rush through them for the sake of a chosen goal, but the thoughts of transience and the loss frighten you, and so you drive such thoughts away, drown yourself in daily tumult. But it is from fleeting moments which enters our lives and quickly vanish from them that the soul fortress grows, a moment blooming, an hour whittling, and the splendor of each lies in its ephemerality. So too, the memories of those who have left our side and no longer walk the path with us. And in you, Alantak, I see much more than just another monkey. Your true essence lies in your will, which is capable of changing the world around you and within you. It lies in your ability to create and to understand your creation, and in your ability to destroy. It lies in what your kind's mind cannot grasp and what their primitive sights cannot behold, but I can see it. Thank you for telling me how you see the world. And what do you make of it, Alantak? How differently do you see the world? In this world of endless war and peril, I see only the one beacon of hope, and that is the God Emperor. Irliet breathes hitches quietly. Your understanding of the world is not all that different from your kind's. Perhaps my conclusions about you were premature. The Eldari turns away, but before she leaves, she looks at you once more. Do not take my words to heart. There's no shame in thinking as others of your kind do. It is much more difficult to follow a different path from the rest. All right. Snow World, have we been here? Looks like we have a mission there. We don't. Let's see here. We were going all the way back there. This is unexplored. Warp travel. We got there without trouble. Phlogiston, that's a lot of it as well, so I'll grab that. Begin scan. Plus steel, that's not a lot. We'll skip that. Yes. Will it be enough though for... I bring woeful news, Lord Captain. Prelate Hectarius of the Order of the Hammer has passed away. Immediately after the launch of the orbital Vox Spire, he entered the halls of recording and, having sat on the command throne, was granted a vision. For over 3 days, Prelate Hectarchius preached about Saint Cognatius being reincarnated in a body made from the saint's own holy relics. This spiritual feat depleted Prelate Hectarchius' strength, and he peacefully departed for the Emperor's throne shortly after the sermon's conclusion. The Order's elders believe this to be the sign that Saint Cognatius' relics, currently stored on the planets throughout the expanse, must be brought together. The Order is preparing the election of a new prelate under whose guidance it will undertake this holy mission. The majority of the votes are divided between Prioress Lugnialia, well known for her fever and merciful celestial tycoon. The minority of the Order sees the Oikonomos Nigmus as a humble and reasonable man as their prelate. Does the prelate Hectarius' death not strike you as odd? I'm afraid it does not. The esteemed Hectarius began his service as a battle missionary, and has long grown weary of the peaceful life befitting a man of his status. He yearned for a worthy spiritual feat, and when presented with the chance to serve as the voice of a saint, he gained that little strength remained. When he died, he was exhausted but content. How does the Order intend to carry out Saint Cognatius' mission? The Conclave aimed to produce all the relics that once belonged to Saint Cognatius. All that can possibly be procured. Given that the saint is a legendary figure, many items in the Coronis Expanse have an alleged connection to him. However, it seems unlikely that any of the relics' owners will be eager to part with them. The answers of the questions of how the Order of the Hammer is going to retrieve them depends on the identity of the next prelate. I wish to know more about the candidates. Prioress Lugnialia was converted by Hectarchius on one of the heathen worlds. She then served as his bodyguard for many years and eventually became the protector of the Order Requaliary and the leader of its military branch. As for Brother Tycoon, he is an aristocrat by birth. He had an excellent education but could have lived in luxury had he not renounced secular life for the sake of ascetic vows. He is intelligent, thoughtful, well-read, and, most important, genuinely merciful. Few things can be said about Oikonomos Nigmus. He has never been famous for his prowess in battle or his sermons, but the monastery has never wanted for anything on his watch. He is a most reasonable and unobstructive individual. Unobtrusive. I don't know what that means. What will my companions say? I have sympathy for Prioress Lugnialia. Let her meet with Reverend Hieronymus on footfall. Should he accept her as worthy leader, we ought to support her. Brother Tycoon, he and I have met back when he called Tycoon Drive Steam. He wasn't a monk back then. He was a grandson and heir to Urband, governor of Dargonus. An honorable young man with a spark in his eye, his ascension would mean much to the driver's team. Let Lugnalia meet with Hieronymus on Doloroso. Hieronymus Doloroso. If he approves her as candidate, we will support her. His Holiness will see the truth. Faction reputation received. Okay. Reverend Hieronymus arrived on Foulstone and met with the prioress. After a confession and a philosophical discussion in private, he acknowledged Lugnalia as being worthy of a high ecclesiastical station. Holy crap. And guaranteed her the support of the cult of Saint Drusus. Prioress Lugnalia has been chosen as the prelate of the Order of the Hammer. A faithful militia is taking up arms to stake their claim to Saint Cognatius' relics. The neighboring worlds look upon Foulstone with worry and fear, just as they do upon the patron, the rogue trader. Selling the forgiveness of the ecclesiarchy can be a significant source of revenue. Selling forgiveness? Contract available: blood and nephium, chemicals and promethium. Let's see here. A cure for sloth. Okay, let's back out of this. Journal. Let's see. People. The foundation of any rule are workers and soldiers are faceless and nameless mass of rank and file. In the eyes of the Imperium, they are merely a resource, easily procurable and renewable. People 12. There we go. People. All right. Make a save. Check for new paths while we're already there. We could go straight here, but let's take this place when we're in the neighborhood. A call for help has pierced the tranquility of an uneventful warp flight. Something sinister is afoot on one of the storage decks. 2 squads have already been sent to investigate, and both of them have gone missing. Alas, the only way to learn their fate is a personal visit by the rogue trader and his retinue. We have taken damage. Let's go and check it out. So we have some serious chaos problems on this ship.
Know your duty.
Suffer not the heretic to live!
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors. You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
It's an area attack. Okay, now I get it.
Don't get too cocky.
I understand your intent. I am not your fortune favors the swift. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it. As the Emperor continues the Emperor.
It's very powerful.
Running by Derek Light. And so rejoice in service. Actions let this be the warning to all who oppose us. Emperor.
Okay, let's see. Plague bearer die.
Watch my back. I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this? Don't get too cocky.
Rejoice in your corrupt way has failed you.
Oh, he healed himself. God damn it.
If I must. Another soul slips beyond the veil. Rejoice in battle!
Let's flame him. Oh, I can't. I'm sad now. I thought it was that was the pistol. You can shoot the pistols in close combat. Plague undead.
May the divine's will be done. And so it shall be. At your beck and call. It will be done. At your beck and call. Grey hair, sure hair. For one Valancius.
Here we go.
One newer target. Indeed, I took care of this one. My place is at the fort. Victory is imminent. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I will do my duty. One fewer target.
It's OP. So OP.
You've got a problem, I've got a price. This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Hear you moving, no more. Pay with your blood in the name of I can do that with the right incentive. Don't get too cocky, then they're quite fair.
She's powerful as hell.
Deal death at my hands. I understand your intent.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
It's only powerful sometimes, so it's weird. I think the hand flamer was better.
I will not be another step towards our ultimate victory. Actions will speak louder than words. I'm not interested.
A moving target lives longer. Tell me, and you're no fun. I am not your sister's pet monkey. Wanna see a trick?
Typical.
This tedium is beneath. I am not your sister.
We need to switch weapons on her.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
There we go.
The Emperor, come on! Reduce to dust!
Coronis expanse map. Nothing.
With each
Yeah.
step,
I forge my destiny among the stars.